do have some water in the crawl space. That's what I'm gonna work on today. We wanna start getting some of that pumped out. It's been a process, have started on it, but we're gonna go down in the crawl space today and start working on getting some of that out of there. Today I got the flood emergency kit. We're gonna hook that up. I have ran a sump pump to a garden hose to pump some of the water out. You can get a little bit better look at what we're looking at down in the crawl space. There's a good bit of standing water in here. Like I said, I had got some of it pumped out. We have had a ton of rain here lately too, so that's not helping things. Like I said, I'm gonna get this pump down in here. We're gonna get it running, see if we can move a little bit more volume of water out of here. I might run the sump pump with the hose that I have in there. I have that hooked up to a garden hose. It's about 75 feet long, kind of moving it away from the house a little bit more, but we're gonna try to move a little bit more volume of water in here today too. All right, we got that pump running. It is definitely moving some water. That hose is not quite as long as I'd like it to be, but we're kind of dumping it in the garage here, but it's definitely moving some serious water now. A lot more than we're getting out of the garden hose. Not ideal. I'd like to move this a little further from the house, but all right, so here we're starting to work on the outside of the house. I'm starting to clear some of the shrubs and trees and stuff that has, been overgrown here next to the house. So I got some helpers out there helping clear some of that. Really just kind of pulling that stuff away. Growing very close to the house. The groundhogs also kind of started to use that as their home. They did a lot of digging around the foundation of our house, which fortunately didn't do any damage, but was something that did need to be kind of taken care of. So that was something to do with this as well. Here you can see taking down some of those larger trees. Those were only a few feet from the foundation of the house. So again, kind of fortunate that roots hadn't done any damage yet, but something that needed to come down. And then a lot of these shrubs are just very overgrown and needed to pull those away too. You can't see it in the video. You'll see in the next clip a little bit, kind of some of that damage that the groundhogs and things had done around the base of the house. But even after this, there's quite a mess of stumps and roots and stuff that needed to be dealt with, which is done now, but took a lot of time to get to that point. And doing some similar work on the front. This was a lot more overgrown. I already come in and cleared some of this out, but there's just a lot more, large trees in the front. It just really kind of blocked the view and also, shaded the house, kind of led that deck to, holding a little bit of moisture. So just needed to get all that away so that we could kind of free up the front of the house. This is the old fridge that was left in the house. We thought we were going to be able to clean it and reuse it. No, that was not going to happen. Be fortunate that you can't smell this video because it was pretty nasty.
and I'm going to use it.
Here, like I said, a lot of changes coming up. We have a lot of plans on things that we want to get done, and change and update and stuff like that in here. But wanted to kind of give you that that overview. I don't know how bad it looks on camera, but trust me, when you walk in here, it's definitely a fixer-upper. So we've got our work cut out for us, and excited to get some of that started here in the next coming days and weeks. So stay tuned, more coming. A lot of updates, a lot of changes, a lot of work to be done. I want to take you into the building here. This is our behind me, 40 by 80 steel building. Take you in here, take a look at this work that we've got to get started with too. This is gonna be a big project. Obviously houses first. A lot of plans though for this building for storage, entertainment, workshop, all that kind of stuff. So we'll go take a look in here. As you can see, there is electricity in here. We've got some lights, but it is rough. All right, Saturday, May 31st. So this is one thing I knew we were gonna do early on. So this is the master bathroom. Really, before we even moved in and started using it, I knew we were just gonna gut this and start again in our last house. That was something that we had just finished, was remodeling the master bathroom right before we left, and that was something that I knew I wanted to do right away at the new place. It was just so nice to have that bathroom remodeled and done. So that was something that, again, kind of took on right away. So here you can just see me and my dad was there to help. We're just pulling out the old cabinets, and kind of removing all that half wall that you can see there next to the cabinets. That's going to come out as well. I don't think any of that is in this video, but that will be one of the things that gets done as well. Pulling the toilet, and that fiberglass shower surround will be next, which it was a very thick, difficult thing to cut out. So you can see me struggling with that, or just kind of figuring out how we're going to get that out, and eventually just decided, hey, we just got to start cutting and keep cutting until it's out of there. So got that done, got that pulled out, and on to the next. Back to tree clearing. So again, continuing to work on the front of the house, cutting down some of those larger trees. Made a huge difference in getting the sunlight in, so plenty of shade, which is nice, but it was nice to also have things opened up and have that view back. Been here a couple days. We've been getting a lot of work done around here. Started on just a lot of odds and ends. Doesn't look like a lot yet, but a lot of things are coming along. Just been a lot of prep work, kind of preparing for some bigger projects coming up. We've done some more things outside, mostly just landscaping, cleanup, stuff like that. A lot more to go with that, but big update, big surprise coming here in the next couple of days. That's going to make that job a whole lot easier. But yeah, making some progress. I think this weekend, the next coming week, we'll see a lot of things changing as well. So stay tuned.